Once upon a time, in a small community in western Nigeria, lived two inseparable friends, Ofa and Orichi. They attended the same primary school, secondary school, and even the same tertiary institution. Ofa studied mass communication, while Orichi pursued biochemistry. After graduation, they were both posted to Jos for their National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. There, Ofa met Ademu, the son of a northern billionaire. It was love at first sight. Ademu loved and cared for Ofa like a sister. The two became inseparable, and soon, Ofa started spending less time with Orichi and more time with Ademu. This made Orichi very angry. "Oh, I understand you are not happy that I'm spending less time with you," Ofa said, trying to pacify her friend. "But I want you to know that I love you regardless. You are, and will always be my best friend. Nothing will ever change that. But I am also trying to build something with Ademu. Who knows? This whole thing could lead to marriage. As the first daughter of my family, you know how my mom is. She has already started asking me to bring a suitor home after my youth service." Orichi sighed and nodded. "I'm sorry for blowing things out of proportion. You are right, we are both of marriageable age. I should be more understanding." 6 months into their relationship, Ademu proposed to Ofa, and she accepted. It was a dream come true for her. Excitedly, she called Orichi. "Oh, guess what? Ademu proposed." Ofa squealed over the phone. Orichi screamed in joy, but deep down, she was surprised. She knew Ademu loved Ofa, but being a northerner, she never expected his billionaire family to accept a lowlife like Ofa. "Are you sure his family will accept you?" Orichi asked hesitantly. Ofa, still lost in the excitement, barely heard her. "What sort of question is that? I didn't mean it that way, oh. I'm just concerned about you. I don't want you to get hurt," Orichi clarified. Ofa sighed. "I understand where you're coming from. Our families are worlds apart, but Ademu loves me. I'm positive his family will accept me. He has told me about them, and they seem like really nice people. I'm meeting them next week. I'm nervous, but I know all will end well." "All will end well," Orichi echoed, forcing a smile. But Orichi was far from happy. She burned with jealousy, convinced that she deserved Ademu more than Ofa. From that moment, an insidious plan took root in her mind. 2 months later, wedding preparations were in full swing. Orichi was very supportive, ensuring Ademu's family noticed her kindness. She helped Ademu's mother run errands and picked up Ademu's clothes from the dry cleaner. Finally, the wedding day arrived. It was a grand ceremony, attended by dignitaries from all over the country. Orichi was Ofa's maid of honor, playing her role perfectly, though her heart dripped with silent resentment. 3 months later, Ofa got pregnant. Overjoyed, she called Orichi, who feigned excitement. When Ofa finally gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, the entire family was thrilled. Ademu ensured his wife lacked nothing, both financially and emotionally. Years passed, and the couple's love deepened. But Orichi's bitterness festered. She had expected time to dull her jealousy, but it only intensified. She despised seeing Ofa happy, living the life she believed should have been hers. She was determined to change that. One fateful day, Ofa received a call. Orichi had attempted suicide and was in the hospital. She rushed over like a madwoman. "Oh, why did you do it?" she asked, tears streaming down her face. "What is so bad about your life that you would resort to this?" Orichi stared into space. Finally, she spoke. "Ofa, can't you see my life? I am neither moving forward nor backward. Since we finished school, I don't even have a man to call my own. Did you know I've been battling depression for the last 3 months? Of course, you wouldn't know. You've been too occupied with your family to even think about me. Ofa felt guilty. She realized she had neglected her best friend. She apologized and promised to do better. But Orichi had other plans. 2 nights later, Ofa lay awake, deep in thought. "My love, why aren't you asleep?" Ademo asked. "I'm worried about Orichi. I fear she might slip into depression again. I don't want to lose her." Ademo consoled her. "All will be well. We'll check on her regularly. Can I ask you for a favor?" Ofa whispered. "Anything. Can Orichi move in with us for a while? I will be more at peace if I can see her daily." Ademo hesitated. "That is not possible," he said firmly. "I know you love your friend, but bringing her here is extreme. I've heard stories like this, and they never end well." But Ofa begged. Ademo, frustrated, stormed out of the bedroom. 3 days later, she gave him the silent treatment. "Fine," he finally conceded. "She can stay, but only for a short while." Orichi moved in 2 days later. She played the perfect guest, helpful, kind, considerate. Ademo began to enjoy her company. 3 months later, Ofa fell ill. The sickness lingered for months, with no diagnosis. She grew weaker by the day. Ademo spent heavily on treatments, but nothing worked. Then, one day, she died. Ademo was shattered. His world crumbled before him. Orichi, on the other hand, found the strength to console him. She took care of little Prince like her own son. 3 weeks after the burial, she decided to leave. "Stay," Ademo begged. "For Prince's sake." His mother intervened. "Please, stay a little longer," she pleaded. Orichi agreed. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Slowly, Ademo began to see her differently. Then, one fateful night, she knocked on his door. And that was the beginning of something dark and twisted. One morning, as Orichi admired herself in the mirror, she whispered, "I finally got what I deserved." But fate had other plans. Unknown to Orichi, Ofa's spirit was restless. Strange things began happening around the house. Objects moved on their own. Ademo often woke up to hear whispers calling his name. Prince cried endlessly at night, saying he saw his mother standing by the window. Karma looms in the air. If you enjoyed this story, then I am certain that you'll enjoy the next story showing on the screen right now. Please click on the thumbnail and watch the next story. Please support me by liking this video, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next story. Bye.